Easy, everybody. This is Navi here, and we've gotten quite a few requests for a tutorial on drums in FL Studio for liquid drum and bass and the like. So I guess this is going to be my attempt at that. So I just created a new empty project, and the most important thing when you're building a break is samples. You need good samples, and for drums, I would have to recommend a lot of the Vengeance packs are quite nice, really. Especially I use Vengeance Essential House 2. They have some really nice kicks in there that I use on a lot of my tracks. So really, you just have to go through and find one that's, really punchy and you really like the sound of it, and then you just get around to editing it. So I'm going to find one that I like. Alright, I like that one, so I'm going to open it up. And with Liquid, it's pretty important to usually cut the tail off, so I would go into the instrument properties and go to the volume and lower the attack. I'm going to set my tempo, actually, since I never did. $175, and then just put in a default. It might not sound nice now, but in the context of the full break, it will sound a lot cleaner and a lot punchier. So, I'm going to send that to insert 1, and going to put some effects on it. I usually like to compress my kicks, so I'm going to use a classic compressor, and just makes it a bit punchier, I guess. And then a parametric EQ. Roll off the low end for the sub. Boost around 100 for liquid. Really, it's just playing around at this point. And then, it's really up to you. I mean, you can add a blood overdrive or something like that. And it's quite loud, so you'd want to turn it down, but... Alright, so there's the kick. For the snare, I mean, it really depends on what kind of drum and bass you're making, but for my style, I like to use really, deep, punchy snares, kind of like Graphics or Netsky. They really hit around 200 to 250 hertz. So I like to use the Danny Bird sample pack a lot for snares because it has a lot of really nice snares in it. Here's a nice snare, so we'll put that in there and send it to channel 2, or insert 2 rather. EQ again, roll off the low end, boost around 200. Boost the highs for attack. You can compress this too. I mean, it's really up to you, but yeah. Then put some hi-hats in. Let's see. I like to use Vengeance again for hi-hats. Alright, that sounds alright. I kind of like to put it on my off whenever I don't have a kick or snare hitting, so it kind of keeps the beat rolling. Sort of like that. And you can modify the levels. And usually I like to add a ride too. Kind of keep it moving. Now it's just kind of adding random percussion and stuff like that. Then you want to add some shuffle. So can add some sort of like this. That does not sound too bad. And then, I mean, that sounds alright, I suppose, now, but you really need to add breaks behind it to really keep it moving. So I personally use a lot of the InDivision break and subpack. Big up to InDivision if you ever watch this video. Very useful. And he supplied it, or they supplied it for free for download, so you can just Google InDivision breaks and subpack and you should find it. So I like this, so I'm going to add it in on a new slicer. Hit Alt-Q, hit accept, get rid of this. I want to put a high pass on it to get rid of the kick. Not sounding too bad now, but you can still add some more breaks. Let me see. Yeah, a lot of it is just randomly trying to find the right loops. I like the high end that this has got, so I'm going to add this in. Get rid of everything but one bar, so I don't really care. High pass it again. Then you can put in some shaker loops or make your own. It's really up to you. Like this. Alright, that's not sounding too bad right now. I mean, I could just end it right here, or I could go on to, you know, it can really, you can make it take however long you want. I mean, sometimes I'll work on a break for, you know, weeks, you know, just tweaking and tweaking, but sometime you gotta be done with it and just say, you know, this is good and I'm happy with it. But, I mean, I'm just going to make a quick melody and to this drum break, and then so you can see how it sounds in the context of music. Alright, be right back. Alright, I made a simple track out of with this beat. It's not the best, but you know, whatever. So here you can hear it in the context of a song. Yeah, so that's basically it. I hope someone out there learned something from this. Take it easy, everyone.